Hi, I'm Courtney from Skycom Solutions, and we're going to talk about what multi-factor authentication is and why do you need it. So multi-factor authentication, otherwise known as MFA or 2FA, is a security protocol that requires users to provide multiple forms of identification before gaining access to a system, application, or an account. By combining two or more authentication factors, MFA significantly enhances security and helps prevent unauthorized access. Let's take a closer look at some of the different forms of MFA. Starting off, we have password-based authentication. This is the most popular form of authentication where it's just one password gets you in. There is no second step. This lacks robust security as users often forget their passwords or choose easily guessable ones, making them vulnerable to hacking attempts. Next is knowledge-based authentication. This relies on users answering a set of predefined questions to verify their identity. So let's say you're logging into your banking app, you put in your password, and then the next step is to answer a security question. These can range from a whole different topic, but it could be things like the make of your first car, where you went to high school, things like that. Now, this approach is insecure as users may forget their answers, or hackers can easily collect the user's data and guess the answer. For example, one popular trend on social media that's been around for a while is to answer questions about yourself. So there'll be like 30 questions. It'll be where did you get married? Where was your honeymoon? What was the name of your first dog? Things like that. And although it's fun to do and you want people to learn some fun things about you, you have to be careful of where you're putting this information out because it pretty much is answers to security questions that hackers will use to get access to these accounts. Moving on to hardware token-based authentication, this adds an extra layer of security by utilizing a physical device like a USB stick or smart cards to generate a unique one-time password. While more secure, these tokens can be expensive and there's always the risk of it being lost or stolen. Next is SMS token authentication. This is probably the most popular form of authentication as this approach involves receiving a text message with a PIN number serving as a one-time password. It's convenient for the general public and consumers, and a lot of applications like Microsoft, Google, that they are using this step of multi-factor authentication. Next is email token authentication. So pretty much the same thing as SMS token, but this time it's getting sent to your email, as not all the time will you have a mobile device near you, or maybe you don't have one at all, but then this is a good backup for all you have to do is just go into your email to receive this code. Moving on to biometric verification, this is where it utilizes features like fingerprint ID or facial recognition. So obviously popular ones is with cell phones nowadays. If you have a lock on your phone, you easily hold it up to your face, it unlocks. So that's biometric verification. Push notification authentication involves generating a one-time limited passcode on a mobile device through apps like Microsoft Authenticator or Duo. So kind of similar to it sending you a text, this one you have an app already installed in your phone that you can connect to a bunch of different applications on the web. So when you log in, it will send a push notification to the app where it'll either generate that time-limited code, so you have 30 seconds to put it in. If you don't do it within that time, it regenerates. Or maybe it will send you a notification being like someone's trying to log in, except if it's you, so then you just hit the check mark and it lets you in. So that's push notification. So why should you be using multi-factor authentication? Well, there's many reasons, but definitely heightened security. MFA reduces reliance on weak or reused passwords, minimizing the likelihood of successful brute force attacks or password guessing. So in today's digital age, you have definitely seen bigger organizations and corporations implementing MFA into their security protocols. So things like Microsoft, Adobe, Google, they have all now made it that when you log into their application, it will send you a text usually. It'll have some form of a second step to log into that account. So we highly suggest implementing MFA wherever it's applicable. A lot of apps offer it, but they just don't make it mandatory. So you have to go and set it up. We highly suggest doing that. Yes, I know it can be annoying to take 5 seconds longer to log in, but taking that extra step helps protect your accounts 98% better than just having the one password. So that was a brief explanation of what MFA is and the different forms of MFA that you can use. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you. And thank you for watching.